Okay, so I got the material for the Z ball nut squared up, and I'm getting ready to probe it in, and we'll go ahead and start machining on the first setup for the Z ball nut mounting block for the conversion kit. Okay, I'll get the probe changed out and get the tool in. Okay, so I picked up a new tool. It's been using 4-flute end mills, and that's not normally the best choice for aluminum. However, I've had pretty good luck with it, good finishes and whatnot, and it seems to pull the chips off pretty good. I've just started experimenting with these tools here. It says it's specifically for aluminum. There's a great deal of pressure from this tool, so I've slowed down the feed rates a little bit from what I'm normally running. This is a 1/2 inch tool, and I normally can run somewhere around 15 inches a minute with a 4-flute, but this tool it seems to have a little bit more contact with the material, so there's a little bit more pressure exerted, and I don't think right now I have the RPM to handle anything over, I'd say maybe 10 inches a minute. So I got it somewhere around, I got it about 9 inches a minute right now on the feed rate, and I'm taking light cuts. Well, I say light cuts, it's somewhere about 40,000 step over. So trying to get used to it a little bit and kind of know where I'm at, and then play around with increasing the feed rate, try to get a better finish and that kind of thing. But right now I'm gonna stick with just light cuts and slow feeds until I get comfortable with this tool, because it does have a little bit more pressure as far as needing power to turn it. Maybe after I get my belt drive put on or get a little bit more RPM out of it, I'll be able to run a little faster, and it should lighten up the chip load a little bit per tooth, being as I can only go 1700 RPM right now, and that's where we'll be at, 1700 RPM with about I'm pretty sure I used 40 thousandths for the optimal load and 9 inches a minute for the feed rate. So I'll get it put in and get you back. Okay, so I got our tool in, got everything checked out. I like to kind of run through everything a little bit, make sure everything's gonna come on and function like it should. So I've been through that process, and I've got everything set back up here. What this is gonna do is we're gonna mill a slot across here and then come back and drill a hole, and then I'll end up tapping the hole after I get done machining the part. But this slot is going to be for the Z-axis connection to the ball nut mount in the back of the saddle that goes up and down the column. It's a single bolt connection on that, or the factory lead screw nut was mounted with a 6mm, and this is actually going to use an 8mm, so it's a little step up from the small screw that's in the lead nuts originally. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'll get the tool changed out and bring you back. Okay, so I got the drill bit in. Now we're going to come back and we're going to drill a hole right here in this center here where this is at. That didn't come out too bad. Got one little place in it where it was grabbing pretty hard there, and it left a little bit of marks there on it, but that's the way it is when you, this is the first this is actually the first run piece of this. I haven't run any of them before, so came out pretty good. It's not burred up any at all, so it's cutting pretty good. It's just that one little spot there I missed where it was picking up on that hole. That adaptive picked up that hole and it kind of altered the tool path a little bit, and it was digging a little bit. All right, we'll run this hole real quick. Yep, I got some G-code issues. I don't know why this thing is doing this, but Fusion seems to be posting some odd code right here lately, and I don't know why it's doing it, but it's doing it, and it's kind of messing me up a little bit here. I didn't catch it on this drill thing here, but it's actually messing up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but right here, this G0 Z0.8 is supposed to be in this G43 line right here, and for some reason it's not. It's putting it up here, and it makes that thing go all the way down right there into the bottom of the hole, and that's not good, because that thing's getting ready to move 200 inches a minute over there to this location right here. Yeah, right here. This G98 here has this location in it for that hole, and it's getting ready to wrap it to that position. After it reaches that, it's going to go here, and that's not good. With the drill bit looming halfway through the part there, that wouldn't work too good. So I'm gonna get that straightened out and see if I can get it worked out, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I got the jacked up code edited out of the program here. You can see now the G43 line down there has that Z value in it that was up above the location X1, Y-1. That's where the drill is supposed to go to, and then it's supposed to go down to that 0.8 and then begin the drill cycle. I don't know what it was doing, putting that after the M8 command, in between the M8 and the go to location statement there. I don't know why it's doing that, but that's not good, and it's a good idea to check your code really good. I missed that. It's not been putting it into drilling cycles, but it did this time, so I'm not sure if it's something to do with the way Mach 3 is reading that. I may have a bug or something there in Mach 3, and I may have to reload it, but we'll see what happens. I do know that I need to look out for that G43 line, that's for sure. Something to keep in mind there. Should go smooth this time. Okay, finally made it through that without breaking a tool off or something.